Come with me on an epic 2-week Japan tour with One Life Adventures, Part 5, Hiroshima and Miyajima Island. From Koyasan, we took a bus, a cable car, and a couple of trains to reach Hiroshima. Our hotel here was another business hotel with twin rooms. Hiroshima is one of those places that is quite complex as a tourism destination. It kind of feels weird to say that I love it when it has such an unimaginably horrendous past, but the city surprised me in the best way possible and I really enjoyed my time here. We started with a walking tour with a local guide. It was harrowing to hear about the day that it happened and the impact afterwards, and it's extremely difficult to wrap your head around the physical scale of the devastation even when you're standing right there, but it's also the greatest reminder and a very timely one about the cost of war. It was also very inspiring to see the resilience of Hiroshima and its people. There are lots of memorials in the city, all centered around peace and reflection. The rest of the day was free time. Some people chose to visit the Peace Memorial Museum, which really is a must-do if you're visiting here. Unfortunately, my lost voice had progressed to a not-so-nice cough, and it is not the kind of place you want to disrupt other visitors, so that's on my list for when I return next time. Some of us were keen to try Hiroshima okonomiyaki, which is cooked differently to what we had in Osaka, so Billy booked us into his favorite spot in a food hall with 2 stories of tiny restaurants all serving up these Japanese pancakes. The food was great, but the best thing was that the chef was cooking with her little baby in a backpack. We wrapped up the day with a stop at Ken's Bar, a super chill dive bar with card games and nostalgic music, where all the drinks were 500 yen, which is $3.40 US, but we didn't stay out too late because day 13 was our last full day on the tour. We had an early 7 AM start to catch the train and then a ferry over to Miyajima Island, which is home to the famous floating torii gate. The weather was a bit grim, but I quite liked the moodiness for photos. We wandered around the shrine complex and up the mountain to a temple. We made friends with some more deer, and then we wandered the street food stalls and cafes trying some different local treats. We stumbled upon a bar that did gummy bear cocktails with different fruit syrups for 700 yen, which is $4.80 USD, and they only charged 200 yen, less than $1.40 for refills, so obviously we had to indulge. We had free time to explore in the afternoon until we all met up for our final family dinner. We chose an American-style diner, very authentic, before heading to Ken's Bar for the second night in a row. By the way, Fireball is a miracle cure if you've lost your voice. I could talk almost normally for the first time in days after this. 6 of us made it to the last karaoke session, where I lost the bit of my voice that had only just returned, and there were 3 of us still standing at the end of the night for another walk home in daylight, via a combini for a totally normal combo of string cheese, banana milk, and a hangover shot. The next morning, we all said our goodbyes while some people went home and some people continued their travels. I had another week left in Japan, so I was back to being a properly solo traveler, and I'll tell you all about that in the next video.